Welcome to Live from Norway. I'm Sean of Norway, and a while back I gave you Norwegian metal festival reviews, and this time I'm going to give you European metal festival reviews, such as MetalDays and Wacken. First off, MetalDays. MetalDays is in Slovenia, located in a little town called Tolmin. Tolmin is a very beautiful old European town with crazy mountains going up the side, but getting to the town is really hard, and especially with public transport. I think it's like 2 buses that goes in and out of that town from the main capital of Slovenia. And there is a train station there, but it's a very bad connection to it. It's very hard to get there, so keep that in mind. We got stuck in a little town on the border to Austria, so we had to take a taxi for 3 hours, but it wasn't that expensive. We paid like €200 to get there, so the town of Tolmin is very set up for the festival. It's ready for it because they have 3 festivals going in a row on the same festival ground. So all the shops and everything are just ready for it, so they're packed with like camping chairs and everything you need for camping. And it's very cheap since it's Slovenia. I think in the shops, when we bought beer in the shops, it was like 40 euro cents for a big can of beer, which is just heaven. Well, camping. For the camping, it's a very big camping area. It's got some long open fields, and it also got a forest area, and the forest area runs into this beautiful river of Tolminka. But the river is glacier water running down from the mountains, so keep in mind that it's really fucking freezing cold, but the river there is like 40 degrees, so it's fine. The river is a part of the camping area, because it runs through the camping area into the festival area. So there's a lot of things happening on the river, like there's a lot of people going down with boats, and there's just parties and everybody's sharing drinks over the boats, and it's really fun. In the camping area they have proper toilets and proper showers, which are decent. The toilets got a little bit dirty in the end, and I never got into the showers because there's always a fucking long queue, so I just used the river instead. There are 2 stages, one big and one small, and they try not to overlap with the music. Maybe they will go for maybe 1 or 2 songs with the overlapping, or in the end they might show us overlap, but they try to not make it happen. And there's 5 days of music, so if you want to see all the bands who play on both the stages, it is possible to see all the bands who play for the entire 5 days. The big stage is in a hill, so you can either sit on top of the hill and look down on the stages and all the people, or you can stand down in the middle and join the mosh and do whatever you feel like doing. If you're a small person, you can just climb the hill and you will see it, no problem. A beer in the area is a reasonable price. For us anyway. I don't know how it is for Slovenians, if that is more expensive or not, but obviously it's more expensive than the shops, as I said earlier. But in the area they have this stupid cashless system, which I really hate. And also with the cashless system, we found that a lot of the locals that were working in the shops were conning us, so one beer all of a sudden cost 50 euros instead of it being 2 euros, and so that was really stupid, and I was trying not to use the cashless system at all. And also they have this really flimsy, not anything special with glasses that you have to bring back, or else they will take that money out of your cashless system. And police festivals, I understand the cashless, but it doesn't fucking work, and I said that before and I'll keep saying it. Just stop using it, please. The market is a long market, outside market. It's pretty good. It's got a lot of variety from all around the world with merch and things and all that. And also the food market in the same area is really good. You got a big variety of food, but of course for the food you still need to use the cashless system, which sucks. And overall, MetalDays is an amazing festival, beautiful scenery, and it feels like you're on a metal holiday and not on a festival. But then again, they have the cashless system, and we had experience with people conning us using it, so that dragged it down a little bit, but it's a great festival. And now Wacken. Wacken's my personal favorite. I've been there for years, so obviously I'm going to talk good about it, but I'm going to try and be critical. Wacken is located an hour-ish drive outside of Hamburg in a tiny little farmer village called Wacken. The town of Wacken is completely set up for the festivals. All the locals are just like wanting you to come in, all the houses are decorated, there's parties on the streets, it's Some of the houses even open their own living rooms as pubs, and that just gives something special to the festival. It's pretty amazing. The campground is huge. It's an average about 100,000 people there every year when you consider with the bands and the crew and all this. Like when you see aerial photos, it looks like an entire town. So there's a lot of things going on there, a lot of cool camps. They got like a lot of shops and showers and all. They all are on these checkpoints all around in all the different camps. So you never need to walk very far to get to it if you're not in like the very outskirts camps like X and Y and all. It's always very easy to get into the in areas from the camps. Last year you had to walk through the Wacken village, and the Wacken village that's where all the markets are. And also in the Wacken village they have, I think it's 2 stages, the Wasteland stage and the Wacken village stage. There's a lot of things happening in the Wacken village. Like I said, all the food and all the markets are there, and they also have a Viking market there, and they do like bow and arrows and all these shows there. And the Wasteland stage do shows, and they have music on it. And also the Wacken village stage has a lot of music on it. So there's always a lot of things going on in the Wacken village. When you go out of the Wacken village, you come into just this long road, just all the food you can imagine from all around the world. And everyone takes cash, which is amazing. Never stop doing that, Wacken. Never stop doing that. And when you get out of that area, that's when you come into the main inn area where all the stages are, or at least 3 other stages, which are the 3 biggest stages. You have 2 more stages in the Bullet City tent, which is like on to the left side of the main stages. And also in the Bullet City tent, they do wrestling, and they also do the Wacken metal battle. But back to the main stages. 2 of them are right next to each other. So when people play on the true metal stage, which is the big main stage, they use both stages for lights and for shows. But if someone's playing on a true metal stage, no one's playing on the black stage, and so on. All the way to the right side, you have a stage a little bit tilted, and that stage is the party stage. They usually have bands on the party stage when someone plays on the black stage, but actually, amazingly enough, the sounds don't overlap while both bands are playing. The sound on the stages are really good. Open air festivals in general usually have really good sound, and they got these towers going down so that everyone can hear it. Usually around these towers or other places you have beer tents or bars where you can buy a beer. It's a reasonable price considering you're not German. And also you have these guys that walk around in the crowd with a keg of beer on their back, so there's always an access for beer. You know, it's Germany. And overall, Wacken is my favorite festival. It's a reason why I go back there all the time. And I think just Wacken is the best metal festival. I think Wacken is better than all the festivals that I have listed in these 2 series. And if you don't agree, just leave some comments down below, or suggest some other European metal festivals that you would like me to go to and review. And of course, I always do video blogs while I'm there, which you can check out on my channel.